Right then, get comfortable as you are about to embark on a grumpy no BS tour through Ancient Siam's forgotten wars. We shall dive deep into the lesser known historical conflicts of Thailand, revealing the surprisingly petty and often frustrating reasons behind the region's major geopolitical shifts. So put down your garland of frangipani and forget the postcard of the smiling fisherman and buckle up. History is about to get a blunt reality check served lukewarm, like the tea I am currently attempting to enjoy in this ungodly heat. The land of smiles. Oh, please spare me. They sell you that down in Phuket. It is a lovely slogan, conjuring images of gentle people floating serenely through eternity, untouched by the grubby business of power. Rubbish. Absolute romantic tripe. The popular image ignores a past that was, frankly, as bloody and chaotic as a butcher's floor on a Saturday. The real narrative of ancient Siam is not one of serene isolation. It is a relentless, sweaty, mosquito-infested saga of realpolitik and constant skirmishes. My job here, from my veranda in Isaan, is to strip away the lacquer, guilt, and show you the termite-ridden wood beneath, the messy, human, and deeply petty truth. Forget, for a moment, the grand maps with their vast coloured empires. Think smaller, much smaller. A local Hmong governor wakes up with a headache, spots his neighbour's rice paddies are slightly lusher, or that a lucrative trade route for pottery and betel nut has shifted a few miles into someone else's territory. What followed was not a glorious campaign for king and country. It was a grumpy, localised scuffle. Men with spears and a severe lack of humour trudging through mud to burn a few hats and steal some buffalo. Take the teak wood wars. No one writes epic poetry about teak, do they? However, control over these forests, that was worth years of relentless, unglamorous fighting. It was not about destiny, it was about furniture, about who got to build the slightly grander palace or the more seaworthy trading vessel. On top of that, the human cost. The farmer who never came back from that minor border adjustment, leaving his family to scrape a living. That is the real history. Not crown jewels, but empty stalls at dinner. Then the neighbours started meddling. The Burmese, the Khmer, later the French and the British from afar, like a nosy parish council with armies. They looked at Siam's internal squabbles and saw opportunity. They would find some disgruntled prince with the charisma of a damp lettuce and a burning sense of entitlement, prop him up and call him a rightful claimant. Puppet kings. The whole region was a theatre of the absurd, with real people dying for the ambitions of foreign powers who could not even pronounce their names correctly. The real winners and losers in these proxy conflicts. Often it was the outside powers who strengthened their own borders. The losers, the common folk, whose lands became the chessboards. One year you were Siamese, the next you are paying tribute to some distant court in Hu or Ava, and all because a giant power needed a buffer zone. Infuriating. Now, here is where they showed a spark of genius, or perhaps magnificent cynical optimism. How did Siam survive when empires fell around it? They mastered the art of the pivot. They would bow deeply to the British in the morning, send a lovely carved elephant to the French in the afternoon, and then quietly annex a troublesome principality under cover of monsoon rain that evening. Their alliances shifted with bewildering speed, not based on loyalty, but on the very immediate question: Who is about to invade me next? That would promise one thing, do another, and then present the fait accompli with such polite, inscrutable smiles that the colonial powers were often too baffled to argue. It was not masterful diplomacy in the noble sense. It was geopolitical survivalism of the highest order. What's more, you can see its ghost in modern Southeast Asians diplomacy today. The non-aligned movement. Please. Siam was practicing non-alignment when Europe was still wearing chainmail. So what is the real legacy of all these forgotten wars? It shaped everything. The deep-seated Thai suspicion of foreign domination, the intrinsic social hierarchy, a system born from constant militarization and the need for control. The stunning cultural mosaic here in Isaan, a direct result of borders that breathed in and out like an old man's chest. The conflicts brought Lao, Khmer and Thai influences into a glorious spicy stew. We miss the resilience when we only look for the glory. We miss the quiet, stubborn endurance of the people who built their wats and planted their rice between the marching armies. Confronting this unpleasantness is not about being morbid. It is about understanding. This is not a land of internal peace. It is a land which fought, scratched, bargained and outwitted its way to survival. And that, frankly, is a far more interesting story. Ah, blast, my tea has gone cold. A fitting metaphor for history, left to sit too long without a proper reheat. So there you have it, the unvarnished, slightly splintery truth. History is not a glossy brochure. It is a ledger of grudges, a map of petty squabbles, and a testament to sheer, dogged persistence. Now, I am off to argue with the gecko on my wall about the rent he does not pay. If you have the stomach for more unromanticised history, do subscribe. On top of that, in the comments below, tell me what other peaceful historical illusion should we give a proper grumpy dissection next. I am taking suggestions, though I promise nothing but candid disdain. Take care and goodbye.